Hi, I'm Koby Phillips, the VP of Cloud and Managed Services here at Telarus. Today I'm joined by a couple of gentlemen from Thrive. We have Derek Collins, the VP of Channel Sales, and Jonathan Philipsen, the EVP of Cloud Strategy at Thrive. So gentlemen, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Koby, thanks for having us. Super excited to talk about some of the crazy success we've been having with Telarus over the past year or two in specific detail. And bringing JP on the line as well to talk cloud strategy and really where we've been over the past few years together. So thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I'm excited to hear all about some of the stuff that you guys have going on. There's a ton of growth happening, like you mentioned, between our partner ecosystem and Thrive. We've seen a lot of great wins, and we'll hit on a couple of those here momentarily. But really, I'd love to understand like what's going on at Thrive and what's contributing to all this growth from your perspective.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. And really, we're the Thrive today, very different company than the Thrive a few years ago, even. Right now, we're at, I'd say, over 1,300 employees, 27 locations, a true global service provider, really focusing on outsourced next-gen support, essentially meaning cloud-first, security-first strategy, where we're able to come in, provide a white glove, holistic service to a customer ranging in a skill set and capability practice from cloud security, MSP, MSSP services. So a ton of crazy wins, partners having tremendous success bringing us in, essentially able to navigate the customer need, be flexible enough to align a solution, and landing and expanding is something that we see in almost every scenario. So because of our offering and portfolio, we're able to really extend that reach across that customer base. So it's exciting times for sure, and up we go.
Yeah, I've been really impressed by the ability for you guys to get into an account with a partner, and whether that be a lead in from the cybersecurity, side of the house or cloud. But by the time you're done, it seems like you're having a conversation across both, which is exciting to myself, my peer, and Jason Stein, who runs our cybersecurity practice. We both have leaned into you guys quite a bit because of that. And we know that when we get a customer over to you, that they're in really good hands as far as that roadmap to be able to get taken care of as far as not only that immediate need, but I think just like anything else in the channel, the real opportunity is not just solving the one problem, but solving multiple problems. And in cloud in particular, what I've been impressed by is that new IBM focus that you guys have just spun up recently and things like that. Can you guys give a little bit of insight on that? Maybe JP, jump in and tell us what that's been like for you guys.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely. So as Derek mentioned, we operate worldwide these days, right? We're in 27 different geographic locations. And here's the cool part. In the data centers that we actually occupy space in, that is also spread throughout the globe too. So we operate out of 15 different data centers. And you mentioned, IBM for starters. So there's a lot of talk, especially in the channel, about what do we do with this IBM thing as it comes up. Well, we have an offering for that. There's a lot of IBM workloads, obviously, that are still out there today. Someone has to procure the resources. Someone has to address the disaster recovery and backup needs. So we are a true partner in the sense of that. So the IBM offering is intended for somebody that has IBM either on-premise or they want to run it in a production-based cloud. We can do that. And the cool thing about the design of the secure enterprise Thrive cloud experience is obviously with IBM and Windows having dependencies between one another, we can shrink the latency because they are occupying space in the same data centers. So that is a huge win, and it addresses a huge need within the market. So in the data centers that we do occupy space in, right, we have the VMware-based multi-tenant and dedicated compute clouds for our partners and their customers. So you can have your Windows, you can have your IBM, or you can have one or the other, and we can work with a partner to derive what is the best solution to address the client need. So that's the tip of the spear, so to speak.
That's such a huge offering. Like you said, customers are trying to figure it out. Partners continue to try to be supportive in this space. Anytime that AS400 comes up, I'll tell you guys a quick story. I'm sitting in a roundtable with a few technology leaders, VPs, CIOs, and one of the gentlemen goes, I have an AS400 that I need to work out and figure out what I'm going to do with it. And I couldn't hold back. I'm like, well, we can absolutely jump in and help on that. Like, it was the most aggressive I was all day because I get so excited. Those are very lucrative opportunities for our partners and solving major issues for their customers, not only to take care of it in the current state, but also provide that roadmap. And that's what I really love about the offering that you guys have is, like you said, here's where you're at now. We want to work with it in the current state, but hey, let's put a roadmap. How long do you want to be holding on to an old IBM-based mainframe? Ultimately, what else do you want to do with it? And Thrive's a great place I've seen that can put that roadmap together for customers and our partners. So I love that offering. It's something that I was super excited to see that you guys are diving into. And kind of back to everything else you guys have been doing in the channel, the awareness and education. Derek, I want to toss this back over to you. You guys have really beefed up your channel team more and more in the recent few months, and we're seeing a tremendous offering that you guys are putting out and committing to events and education sessions and things like that. Are you seeing just a tremendous amount of growth in the partner participation on your side as well?
100%, right? And that trend will certainly continue. So when you look at Thrive Investments, right, channel first company, building out an inside team, dedicated regional channel managers aligned to really supporting, educating partners, providing ongoing training to these groups. And we're seeing this resonate across the country, particularly in some newer areas like Texas, West, where Thrive historically hasn't done as much as the East Coast. So now most of our growth is really with new partners that haven't transacted before, but have customers with AS400s or security needs, right? Or MSP partners that need some help to step in. And we've had success just starting with the conversation, taking that process, providing dedicated solution architecture, designing and solutioning for the partners and their customers, and taking that process all the way down the life cycle.
And you mentioned the expansion that you guys are seeing here domestically, right, in the U.S., but I also know that you guys have put some emphasis on growing out in the U.K. markets as well. What offerings do you guys have there? Is there anything that you offer here that you don't offer there, or do they get the complete package as well?
The complete package, and that's the exciting part. Right now we have about 3 locations in the UK alone, a couple hundred employees residing in country. So a ton of success, customers that have multi-locations, right? That's a great opportunity to step in. We also have a dedicated channel team and focused sales team out there to kind of help partners in these conversations in region. It's cybersecurity. Everything we do is going to be 24/7, around the clock, follow the sun care for our customers. They have that complete portfolio. Networking and cloud, I would say, are the top other 2 elements that we sell a ton of in the UK. Killer practice, caliber of the resources we have there is tremendous, and the logos they have are really mid-market emerging enterprise, which we love, right? That's really the Thrive profile.
And I see that you guys it's not just the UK, right? It stretches across Asia Pac. So giving that true global reach to your partners and customers to solve those needs. Back to JP on this question here, that's what I love about the cloud, right? Your ability to not only utilize your own private cloud, which is tremendous, but you guys also work within some of the public cloud spaces as well to be able to complete that entire picture for the customer. You mind kind of giving an overview of how you approach that hybrid situation for an account?
Absolutely. And I think that we all know in this day and age, we live in a hybrid cloud world. I mean, there's no other better way to put it. It is what it is. So we have to address the needs as they arise. And by the way, the needs change, year to year, and they ebb and flow as the technologies evolve. So we have a complete practice around platform and Microsoft's Azure public cloud.
Okay.
So if a journey with a client takes us down that road, we're completely poised to not only help with pre-sales design for the partner, but obviously we'll help with what migration support looks like, and then post-implementation. And Derek hit on that. Like we're a 24/7 managed services shop that focuses exclusively on security and obviously cloud. And obviously with those 2 big things, we can help a client in any direction in which they want to go.
Yeah, I love the story that you guys are able to tell for customers involving that ability to be hybrid and make sure that the security elements across every part of the infrastructure is accounted for and taken into practice internally for them and to drive that and manage it on their behalf. Some of the wins that we've seen with you guys have been tremendous as well. What I really like is the ability to, you guys alluded to it earlier, Derek, and the land and expand ability, where we had some accounts come in that have tripled, quadrupled in size. In particular, some big wins with some of our partners here recently. I'd love for you to dive into any of those that you're seeing some really good use case stories that might catch everybody's attention here.
Yeah, I'd love to. We have, this is really the coolest part of it, right? Looking at partners and their relationships. We have a win in Florida that just came around, started at 10K, right? So $10,000 monthly recurring for a subset of the environment. They had other engagements and renewals that weren't ready to consolidate yet. So we started with more of an infrastructure and cloud offering. Now we've tripled that in size, so they're billing over $30,000 and consolidating security, cloud, end user, endpoint services. So really an all-in kind of one throat to choke approach. And the comments from the partner, hey, you guys sold something else there. My check just increased. Tell me about it, right? Yeah. So those organic growth examples are pretty cool. Another win, we had $150,000 monthly recurring revenue. We just paid out $100K spiff to that partner, which is awesome. And that was just this week. And that's an all-in program. 1/3 of that was Azure practice, right? So that's a huge public cloud mixed in with security, endpoint, end user services. Once again, just at a different scale, 1,800 users, multi-location across the country. So paying out, killer spiffs, great residuals in perpetuity. That's the stuff I love to see.
Yeah, I've been, again, super impressed by your ability to include the partner as they want to be included after the fact. You guys obviously take care of them. There's not any concern on our side or the partner side about bringing an opportunity, seeing it grow. You guys have a great reputation for being really partner-centric. But you also, at the partner who wants to be more involved, I've also seen your teams make sure that they're involved in the every conversation, every QBR, and that ability to be flexible there has been a tremendous value for the partner community as well. So on behalf of all of us, we just really want to thank you guys and continue to look forward to more and more wins that'll stack up. And as you guys grow in new product sets and bringing those to the market for us as well. Derek, JP, you guys have been tremendous. And we could not thank you more for joining us and giving a little snapshot and highlight on what's going on at Thrive. So thank you again.
Thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
And guys, as always, Telarus is here for any resources that you need, whether that be technical, operational, etc. And if you want to get in touch with Thrive, make sure you reach out to your local teams and we'll make sure we get the alignment set up for you. Contact myself for any other questions and have a great rest of your day.